Okay, so a quick strategy for earning quick cash is ranking up quickly. You're going to rank up in two key categories, okay? Um, First is you're going to rank up in your mechs. And the better your mechs get, the better you get. The next thing you're going to rank up in is weapons. The better weapons you get, the better you get. So the first axis to learn here is that you have mechs and you have weapons. That's one axis or two axes, okay? Like that. And the next axis is what weapons to what mechs, okay? What mechs want what weapons? Okay, so let's look at the concept carefully. But what's in the game? The first thing is to understand, what are your mechs doing? Are they close? Are they mid-range? Are they far away? If your mechs are close, you want close weapons. If your mechs are mid-range, you want mid-range weapons. And if your mechs are long-range, you want long-range weapons. Except you also have to understand one other thing, which is that some mechs are better close, some are better mid-range, and some are better long-range. And some are better in one or two of those areas. Okay? So, with that in mind, I'm going to introduce you to the concept of click and look. Click and look. So you click, you see your mech. This is a common mech, Paragon. And you can see that if I upgrade, I get more energy capacity, more HP, more speed, and more power. Okay? Energy capacity means how many guns can I hold? Or how much power can my guns have, rather? I can have two guns. But how powerful are my guns, I should say. Not how many. Okay, so the next is HP, which is how much health, how much of a punch can I take? If someone upgrades their guns and they can pack a punch like 25,000 in a hit, and they hit you twice, you're dead, right? Now, if I upgrade it to 35,000, I might still be dead, or I might be lucky and have to take 3 hits, depending on how they're doing. Okay, it could also be tons of hits, tons more hits. A Mech 3 against a Mech 1. I have tons of armor, tons of health, and they're using a puny weapon that isn't upgraded. Then it gets upgraded and it's still a puny weapon. Well, some of those upgrades can get really good, but you should also think of it like you're using a short distance weapon, or this is an assault type weapon, and you're using it in long range. So assault is going to be your point guard, right? They're going to fight at the epicenter of battle or at mid-range. And so they're going into an area, or they're involved in the direct conflict of that area. So, you need these ones to attack. So if you look at this one's an autocannon. Autocannon is more mid-range. It's not really close up. It says optimal range 0 to 45. So I have to do some research. That's pretty close. That looks pretty close. So optimized range, it's not intuitive. So I would have thought this one's longer range, but this one's optimal is 0 to 45. At max range, you might be missing a bit. Okay? But you might also hit. The question is, are you going to hit them or not? How much do you have before you reload? That's going to affect you, and how long do you take to reload? People die on the reload all the time, so you need to think, like, how do I minimize death during reload? Okay. When you get other here, for example, I'm going to skip the green. I'm going to go to blue. I think blue is a bit easier to achieve because of the cost. I think here, for example, if you get a pulse cannon, tier 2, and if you want to upgrade it, that one's just get it. But, you can see you might start off with lower stats. Optimal range might be a bit longer, a bit shorter, depending on what you're looking for. So Here's another class of weapon on tier 1, RPG. So you can start to compare, am I going long distance? Missile is definitely long distance. Optimal range is 0 to 105, but you're going to have to be a marksman. Some weapons will become target locking weapons. They'll just automatically lock on. So when you upgrade, it gets even easier. Here, this costs 50 of these and not of these, so that's a pretty good deal to consider. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, so you have different tiers and types. Tier 1 just kind of stops there, and that's so far as it goes. It goes down to here. Shotgun. Shotgun's good for close range, 0 to 15 meters. You can go at a max of 31 meters, but if you're not close up, you're probably not getting anything you want done. Okay, you want to be within the optimal range. I hope that helps you understand that you have short range, mid-range, and long-range mechs and weapons. Some mechs are for some weapons, and other mechs are for other weapons. You can put whatever weapon you want on, but you should definitely put the time into figuring out what mech you want and what weapon you want based on whether you want it close, mid-range, or far away, and what you want them to do. So I'm going to give you an example of battle, and I think that will be an easier way to demonstrate. Let's go to control clash point. I want to see what map starts first. I don't always recognize the maps, even though I've played them often, and they still add new ones, but it's not always that obvious. Oh, this one. This is a good long-range map. You could also do a melee one that is pretty good. So I want to start with long range.
Go! Get out of my way!
Because hanging out on the edge is a good idea when everyone's fighting over here. These center maps, long range is controlling the center. You're fighting for center, so you want to stay out of the center as much as possible. He's probably in the way, and I didn't get any shots in. Or I just missed it because it's too much of a range. You don't want to waste too much time though. And for one reason, is that the time you waste is spent by the enemy winning the game.
Noob identified.
So I got one kill already, because I'm staying long range. I find this is convenient, but be careful.
Incoming fire.
You don't want to waste your shields, you don't want to waste your time, even if you can repair and regenerate quickly. It's a good idea to be careful. People move quickly and they come from behind, so you should always check your corners and stuff. As long as you're not wasting your time. Got this blue one, it's time to go to the next one since it's not happening right away. I'm at my sides, hopefully I'll get a hit. I got a few hits. That's not bad. He's running away now. Stay long range, or it gets too difficult to play. They'll catch up in melee, and this way it takes long to reload.
Well done.
Oh, that battery might die in this process.
Incoming fire. Beacon captured. Boom!
So I should be backing out.
Critical damage.
It's a strategy to move. I've got a lock on me, so I'll be dead probably by a rocket in a moment. Call for help if I can. Hopefully, yeah, I'll block that with my shield. And I didn't make it. Okay, I gotta quickly check. Battery. I got battery again. Okay, good. I thought I would have battery for longer, but okay, now I'm gonna go into a short range melee mode. They're already winning the game. They're already 76. I took too much time, so they're
You
winning.
have 2 minutes
You
remaining.
need to go really quickly to try to keep up with them. Please don't waste too much time.
Incoming fire. Beacon capture failed. Beacon capture failed. Noob identified. Well done. Beacon captured. Noob identified. Well done. Well done. Incoming fire. Incoming fire. Boom! Well done. There is 1 minute left. Critical damage.
That's gonna go quickly, I think. Some time.
Incoming fire. Noob identified. 30 seconds remaining. Boom! Incoming fire. Defeat.
Okay, so it's lost by 5 points. Okay, now it's negative benefit. I get 0 points for this. Well, it's not a negative benefit, it's a neutral benefit, so I don't actually have a positive benefit. I 0 out, so I don't click go to the next round because I made a mistake. It is my mistake, but I'm going to back out anyway just to make a point. 0 is a negative benefit. They got a positive one. They got a negative one. This is not a benefit. I can go elsewhere and get a better opportunity. So, you know, it could be as obvious as my electricity, but it is. But, you know, it's the same thing. It's kind of like if you're making decisions that aren't on, then don't keep making them. Just stop while you're ahead. Have a good night.